Okay, so Sagittarius, this is your July reading. So the first thing that I want to say is I pulled out one card for each sign from my C Melodies deck and Melodies? Melodies. Okay, I've been screwing up everything that I've been saying for the last little while, so just bear with me. Mercury retrograde, you know how it is. Anyways, okay, they say, and that's not stopping you from doing anything though. So I have a feeling that's going to come out in your reading. Okay, so you had the protection card. I'm not going to read the little bit below it because I don't feel that it really goes with your reading. But I was like, interesting, protection. I haven't gotten this card yet. So I said, okay, let's wait and see. And then you received the garden and the gate card. So I'm like, okay, we're talking about our comfort zone. And this keeps coming up. It's very common. So you also have the beggar card, which to me, the imagery, it's like a girl in her pajamas. That to me is all about comfort zones, all right? So the interesting thing is here, so Sagittarius, you have the action card and the yin yang card. So this is talking about, I'm really feeling that July, especially, in this regard, but even in the other readings, like July is all about deciding to take action. We've been working on the decision making for a while, but it's like now's the time to take action. This is the active energy that's coming in, and let's make use of it, basically, is what they're saying there. Some of you may be a little bit in the comfort zone. So you might not be totally immersed in this comfort zone. And to me, this could also be like you've been taking the steps to move forward and they're nodding my head yes. Because I've experienced this in my own life where it's like, okay, we come to a point where, we might have added something new to our routine or something like that, working towards something, and they're having me go like this, like we're not stuck in a cycle. We're not stuck in a cycle. But they had me do this for a reason, and I'll talk about that in a bit. This could just be like, okay, so for example, with me, all right, I'm getting used to posting videos for YouTube. I just started out, but it's like, before I was doing the zodiac signs, I was like, I couldn't do it. I didn't think that I could. I just thought that I would be so exhausted. It would take me so long to do 12 readings. And now that I'm doing them, I'm like, oh my gosh, that was so much easier than I thought. It takes me about 2 days to film. I do 6 videos a day. And that's including like me doing other stuff, like going for my walks and everything. And then just some editing. So really what I thought would take me the whole month to do, which I don't, now thinking about it, I thought that was ridiculous that I had that thought, that mentality, yeah. But it takes me 2 days. 2 days to get that done, give or take with the editing. And then I was like, oh, well, if I can do that, then I can add more. So what they're kind of saying here with this comfort zone, it's not like we're necessarily stuck in one place. And I'm not really feeling that. You might be feeling a little frozen. To me, it's like we have a decision to make and it's up to us, but I don't feel that this is like a deep freeze. Like, I don't feel that there's, there never is, honey, they're saying. It never is as stuck. You're never as stuck as you believe that you are. So that's why they were saying, they had me give you the example of uploading the videos. It's like, to me, it's silly now, but I thought that I couldn't do it. That it would take me too much time and energy because my energy gets drained when I do some videos. So what they're saying here, it's like, okay, so for some of you, that message right there, you're not as stuck as you think you are. That's a message for you. Okay, now I understand why this card came out. You have the Addict card, but it came out sideways. And to me, it's like the guy's trying to push, he's trying to push the water from coming in. But in this case, I'm seeing it as the new wants to come in, but you're resistant. Some of you are resistant to this newness coming in, and I can totally relate. It might not be a huge resistance. Like with me, it's like I kind of know what the next step is to take, but I'm kind of like, you know, should I, shouldn't I? Should I, shouldn't I? Is it the right time right now? Not sure. And they're bringing my attention to the owls. They say, use your wisdom. Use that inner wisdom, your intuition, and your angels and guides to help you decide. If you're not sure, which I kind of feel that you guys are, you know, you're much better at, especially now, of knowing when it's time. There's a bit of fear. With her covering her eyes, there's a bit of fear. I feel that some of you know what the next step is to take, but we're a little afraid, and I'm totally there with you. I was thinking about launching my services on Etsy because so far I've been doing just more YouTube and then people that I know. The last reading I didn't know the person at all. But before that, it's like people that I either knew of, or knew for a long time, or it's like I kind of knew them a little bit. So me putting my services out on Etsy, scary. And my guides yesterday, they were just like, Jenna, you know this. Like, you know this. Why is there this hesitation? Fear, right? What if I fail? They're singing that Shawn Menendez song, What If I Fall? And what they said in the last reading, the Capricorn reading, it's like if you're on your journey and something doesn't work out, that's okay. That's okay. If you were driving somewhere and you made a wrong turn, that's okay, because you can find your way back to where you were, or you can find a new way. So don't worry about failing. Don't worry about doing something incorrectly. This energy is there. It's there for you. So they're saying take advantage of it. Take advantage of this active energy. Because I know some of you are like me, and for the longest time, things felt so stagnant. And now that things are moving forward, it's like, okay, little hesitant, really excited to move forward, but hesitant. But they're saying, you got this. You got this. Don't worry. And we're in your corner. We're in your corner every step of the way. If you need help, you just ask us. Just ask us. Okay? Whew. But you're reading, yeah, you have the move card too. The move card. Barnacles only grow on a docked ship. So, and I love that it has an anchor in the corner. So it's like, don't hold yourself back. Don't hold yourself in one place if you want to be moving forward. It's one thing if you're super happy where you are, but I get the feeling from this reading that we know generally where we want to go. We know that we want to move forward. Okay? This is also giving me the vibes of, I say this all the time, this is how I am with my journey. So my guides take me to one point and I kind of work on it. So even with my YouTube channel, okay, well, let's try posting a couple of videos, maybe once a week. And then it's like, okay, well, let's try posting the zodiac signs. Okay, then I'm comfortable with that. And then moving forward, right? But once I get comfortable in a situation where it's like, okay, I know I can do this, then I need more. I need more. So some of you may be feeling that you need more in your life. But I feel, and from my own life, I feel that we're venturing, we're taking bigger leaps. Yeah, they talked about this. Sorry, I cannot speak. And that's one thing that I was worried about is my speech. They talked about this and I lost my place. What was I talking about, angels and guides? Dang it, I lost my spot. Okay, it'll come back to me though. It'll come back to me. Ay, I really wish I remembered what I was talking about. Okay, anyways, I'm just gonna move forward. They're like, that's the whole point, Jenna. Just move forward. Just move forward. Okay? I really wish I remembered what I was talking about. Okay, so with the tarot, these 3 cards came out together, and I just love it. Because there's the Knight of Pentacles, there's the Magician in reverse, and there's the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. So, to me, if you are, say, the Knight of Pentacles, and you're wanting to become the King of Pentacles, the only thing in between there is you. You creating your own destiny. This keeps coming up. Oh, okay, thanks. I was going to tell you, in another video, when I was talking about the summer, my guides are like, we're not, I always talk about tippy-toeing, like taking steps, but they said this summer we're taking leaps and bounds. We're taking bigger steps this summer with this energy, and that's what's scaring us. You know, if anyone is resonating with this, I'd love to know. To me, that's what's scaring me. It's like, it's a bigger step, but it's a step towards our dreams. A step towards our dreams. And they're saying, Jenna, you keep screwing up your words or forgetting things purposely. They're doing it to me. Doing it for me, they say. To show me that even though I'm messing up a little bit, some people might not even care, for one, and it's not stopping me from filming this video and from posting it, okay? If I did a big screw up, I would probably stop this video and start over again, and I have done that. But they're saying, no, you're not stopping, honey. You're not stopping. You may have messed up a little bit. On purpose. You may have messed up a little bit, but that's not stopping you. So again, with just redirecting. So if we make a little bit of a hiccup, that's okay. Because we're still moving forward, okay? We're still moving forward. It's not like anything that we do is going to make us move back, all right? Back to where we were. Back to our biggest comfort zone, right? Because I feel that we have already gotten out of that bigger stuck feeling and have been taking the steps forward. So don't worry about little mess ups. Don't worry about big mess ups either. It depends on what it is, but it's like legal mess ups. Don't worry about it. Okay, where was I gonna go next? Okay. So we do have the change card. It's a number 9. So the change card, this can be all about upgrades. This could be upgrading, like moving, upgrading your vehicle and that sort of thing. But it's like, this is a life upgrade, I feel. We are upgrading. There's so many different things. So I don't even want to give like a bunch of examples, but we're upgrading. So this is the bigger leaps and bounds. These horses, they're not just slowly walking, they're galloping, right? This energy is active. We also have the distant horizons card. So this means we are moving farther than we even thought. And I love that it has the anchor on the bottom. The anchor has been cut, and this ship, which is funny because you did have this ship too. This ship is now in the air. So I always interpret that as like going so much higher than we ever anticipated. So we are moving forward. And I also am getting from this. So with the boat, I'm getting, this tells me this is happening quickly. This is happening quickly. So that's why a lot of the messages that I have been giving lately, especially for this summer, have been like, it's now or never. Not necessarily now or never, but it's like, if this is the change that you want to make this year, hop on board. Hop on board. This energy is here. So let's hop on board. If there's something that you want to do, something you want to achieve, we have the victory card in reverse. To me, I'm just taking that as this is a potentiality. There can be a victory in your future. And they're saying not so distant future, not so distant. So we don't have to wait a long time for our victory. It's there. We just need to take that action. So whatever it is, you know. And it's so funny because these cards, oh my gosh, like these cards have always pissed me off. This is not my favorite deck for a reason because I always got conflicting messages with it. So you have the wait card, the take action card, and the not the right time card. And these came out and I'm like, sometimes I read the images, so it doesn't really bother me, but I'm like, yeah. See, this is annoying me, right? Because I know that it's take action. We're talking about taking action here. There is no other cards in here that are talking about you should wait because it's not the right time. And the vibe that I was getting from these cards was don't let anyone tell you it's not the right time for you. The only person who knows if it's the right time for you or not is you. So no one can tell you that. I can tell you right now the energy is there. The energy is 100% there. If you want change, this is a good time to make it. And they're showing me the number 5. It's a 5-year. But it's up to you. It is up to you if you want to do this or not. And I know you do. I feel it. I feel that you do. It's just time to take that leap. Whew. If you are feeling fearful of this next step, which I don't blame you, I do too, ask your angels and guides for the confidence, right? Please help me. Release the fear, surrender the fear to the divine, and ask them to help you with the confidence to be able to move forward. I honestly, if you're feeling the way that I'm feeling right now, you don't need that much help. You don't. You know what to do. You know what to do. It's funny because some of your cards have come out and I'm like, yeah, they kind of fit, but at the same time, like especially with these cards, I know which ones aren't right. I know which ones aren't right for this reading. Main, female. Could I make it fit? Yeah, I could force it to fit. Doesn't feel like it fits. I don't need that. I don't need that. So what they're kind of saying here then, you know what's right for you and what isn't. So as I was saying, the next step, that bigger leap that we're taking, and they're saying it's not that big. It's not that big because you are ready. You are ready for it. And yes, it's kind of scary. They're showing me the apartment buildings. It's like we were on the first level. Now we just need to take the steps up to the second level. That's it. It's not that difficult. It only is in our minds, right? It's only difficult in our minds. But we've got a 9 here and we've got 36, which adds up to a 9. This is the end of a cycle and we're beginning a new one. A new one. Yeah. Yeah. Like this card doesn't fit. Except for me to say, listen to your intuition, which I feel that you're already doing it anyways. The rest of them, yeah. They're saying, Jenny, you know what to do. You know what to do. You know what's for you and what isn't for you. You have done the work. They have the moon card on the bottom of my Lenormand deck. That, to me, is like, you know, there may be some things that we're waiting to know. There could be some cloudiness, some fogginess, things that need to be illuminated. No, not anymore. You know. And then they're showing me the oak tree. So the acorn, it's like before we were the acorn, now we're this big, beautiful tree. We know exactly what to do. So whatever step it is for you, you know what to do. For me, they're making me feel that it's just having the courage to start doing my readings on a more professional capacity. So charging for it. They're like, Jenna, you've been doing it. You just haven't been charging for it. Now's the time to start charging for it. And the funny thing is, so yesterday I was in the shower and I'm like, I like practicing. I am like the practice queen. It has to do with my anxiety. I like to be prepared, right? So if something is coming up, I'm the type of person that if I was ordering a pizza on the phone, which I'm so glad that you can order them on the internet now, I would practice. I would practice what I was going to say. I don't really practice before this, which is like showing me that, yeah, I have come a long way. But for other things, I need to practice, which makes sense, right? So for doing, say, general readings, so what I have been doing with other people is doing just they don't really ask me questions. I just channel information, I read the cards, and then I tell them what I'm getting from it, and then they can tell me what they've received from it, right? So I've done that enough times that I'm like, okay, I feel a little more confident in that. Love readings, however, I didn't feel as confident because I haven't done them as much. Most of my friends, most of the people that I've read for are married, taken, you know, that sort of thing. So I haven't really done a lot of love readings in that case, in that capacity. I've done general. So I thought, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to put out on my Instagram all kind of like a contest or something, but not really a full contest, like offering one free love reading to one of my subscribers if they comment, and in return I'll receive like some feedback. I just have a couple of questions for them, just to kind of make sure that what product I'm going to put out on Etsy is going to be the product that I feel comfortable and confident doing. I mean, it makes sense, right? Absolutely makes sense. And they're kind of like, well, you don't need to do this, but, you know, you do you. And so I put it up, and nobody, and I mean nobody, has commented. And I'm just like, what the heck? Like, this is free. Literally all you have to do is tell me if it resonates or not. And nobody has commented on it. And so to me, I'm like, okay, my angels and guides are like, nobody's gonna comment on it, Jenna, because you're ready. But sometimes we over prepare ourselves, and this, I mean, I'm not getting this fully for your reading, but for some of you, definitely. And they're saying, you know, if you over prepare, it's like you're missing out on the opportunity. You're wasting, not necessarily wasting time, but it's like you don't need this. You don't need that. If you know that you're ready, deep down inside, it's your head, that mentality that's stopping you. Because when I'm reading for a client, I feel confident. I feel like, hey, this is the message, and I feel confident in sending it to them, and I feel excited. But then after a few days pass, then that, I'm not good enough, or, you know, that sort of mentality, like, oh, I'm not ready, I need to do more, I need to practice more. And they're like, no, stop, just do it. What is the worst that could happen? Just do it. And in my case, the worst thing that could happen is somebody gives me a bad review. Okay. And they're saying, it's not the end of the world though, Janet. It's not the end of the world. So obviously, whatever this is for you, it's going to be different. But they're saying it's not the end of the world if something doesn't work out. Like, you could just learn that, hey, maybe I don't like doing love readings. Maybe I don't like doing whatever it is that you started towards. And then you find a new direction to move into. Okay? That's how we learn. They're kind of giving me the example like trying new restaurants or something. Okay? Or trying new food. If you don't like it, that's fine. You know you don't like it, let's move on. So they're saying if you're on your path, whatever it is that you do, you're not screwing up. So don't worry about it. So whatever this is that wants to come in, it wants to come in. You're ready for it. You're ready for it. So let's start taking the steps towards it. Ask your angels and guides. You have the guidance card, you have the owls, and at the bottom of the deck, you have the throat chakra card. So ask them. Ask them for help. Okay? Let's not contemplate this. Let's not over-contemplate. Okay? And they're showing me, because she's covering her eyes, yet on the back of this card it says, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. You know when we're scared and we kind of like close our eyes, maybe on a roller coaster or something? They're like, no, keep your eyes open. Don't be scared. You got this. You got this. Okay? And abundance. So I feel whatever this is, and I'm definitely feeling for you that this is, a lot of you, this has to do with either like creating your own business or something along the lines of your life purpose, your career, whatever it is. You have the abundance card, and I'm definitely feeling that this is where you're headed. Abundance. So don't be fearful. Don't be fearful. It's time to make a move. Okay? All right, Sagittarius, I know you're going to have a victory once you do this. And as they said, it's not going to take you long. This is fast-moving energy, honey, they're saying. Fast-moving energy. Ship shape. Okay? Fast-moving energy. You've got this. You've got this, okay? All right, Sagittarius, I hope you have a wonderful month of July. Let me know if this resonates, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.